Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I have missed filming so much. I've been trying to get this video out since the beginning of June. I was supposed to post this before my birthday, but I'm here now. We're here now. We're just gonna get right into it because I really miss this. I just turned 20 in the beginning of June, so I've been 20 for like a month now, and I am just going to be talking to you guys about 20 things I learned before 20. I would say about from 17 to 20 for me were very pivotal years, full of growth and learning. I learned more in those 3 years than I did the first 17 years of my life. So with going through everything that I did, I have a couple of things that I can share with you guys that I think are important when we're making that journey in between not being a kid, but not quite an adult, and just figuring life out. So just stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow my socials if you like me, if you like this video, if you like this channel, and let's just get into it. I have some notes written down. I came prepared for you guys. I came correct, okay? I have a plan A, B, and C. You will want certain things immediately at high school or plan on certain things, but have some backup plans, not because you're fearful that your first plan won't work, but because there's nothing worse than a plan not going how you want and you getting so bummed out that you can't recover. Be okay with plans changing. Being okay with dropping something and having to pick something back up. You need to be able to move with the situation. You don't want to be taken out just because one thing does not go how you wanted it to. Also, commit to your plan. Just because you have options doesn't mean you don't give your all to that plan that you want to work out. I go at every single thing like it's gonna work out. You're putting in those extra hours of work or study. You're waking up early or going to sleep late. You're really giving it your all. You're really dedicating yourself. Run your own race. Do not compare yourself to other people. I've never been more discouraged than when I look online and see people my age or younger doing things that I thought I should have been doing. But who says that's what you should have been doing? I have been so content in what I was doing, and then I psych myself out. But I've learned to use comparison as a motivation, if anything. I don't compare myself to people, but if I am seeing somebody who is doing something good, I give them their flowers and I use it to motivate myself. Focus on your own thing. That's why I shut a lot of things out and just focus on myself. Start creating and sticking to hygiene routines. So you got your hair care, you got your skin care, you got your teeth care, you got your body care, you got your feet care, you got your nail care. Like, you have all these cares. You have to start upkeeping your body. Getting ready was really just brushing my teeth, washing my face. I would take a shower the night before. I started prioritizing having my skincare down, having my body products that make me smell good in the shower, getting quality perfumes, water flossing, getting into salicylic acid. Start really taking care of your hygiene because you're getting a little grown now. Like, you need to come correct, present. Have or start looking into getting a sense of your style. Look cohesive. Have your look or a look, because realistically you don't have to stick to the same look. You don't have to get it down packed, but kind of start looking and seeing what colors am I into, what fit of clothes fits my body type. I found I'm more into neutral colors. I like blacks and grays and browns with pops of color here and there. Move your body. Keep your body a little limber. Moving your body doesn't necessarily mean working out every day in the gym, but maybe go on a walk, ride a bike, even doing daily stretches. It's super easy to be active in high school because you have a lot of different sports going on. You're walking from class to class. If you're going out with your friends, you're probably going to be walking a lot. But I feel like once you get older, it'll be easier to kind of become a couch potato. So just make sure you're moving your body. And then the last tip for physical would be to learn your body. Learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Learn what makes you feel good. Now, this one kind of has two parts. You can learn your body in the physical aspect, but also the emotional aspect. Physically, learn what foods make your body feel good. Learn what clothing makes you feel comfortable. I used to try to make myself like things I just didn't feel comfortable in. You are the only one that's gonna ever live in your body. Learn it. Okay, I have hip dips or I have cellulite. Fix what you want. Love what you want. Learn yourself though. For the emotional part, I'd also say learn how you feel in certain environments and around certain people. A lot of people have gut instincts about certain things, or they kind of discern when they're not in the right environment. And a lot of people ignore that. They pass it off as being nothing. But I feel like as you grow older and learn more about yourself, you learn, I am uncomfortable in these areas. I am uncomfortable doing this. Being in certain positions is just not worth it anymore. All right, the next and arguably the most important topic has to do with what you ground yourself in and what you allow around you. First thing I'm gonna say is to surround yourself with people of God. If you are a Christian and you are surrounded by a whole bunch of people who are not helping you in that area, or at least can relate to you in that area, it's just gonna pull you away. Not saying that every single person around you has to have Bible study with you, but you do need a community. And even if that community can't be physical friends around you, let that be what you intake. Like for me, I make sure that all my social media is full of Christian content. I watch Christian YouTubers constantly. I have my Instagram page full of Christian content, TikTok as well. I would find myself taking advice from people who are not even grounded in the same thing that I am. And then I realized we are playing from two completely different battlefields. Iron sharpens iron, okay? Make God the center. I think in most of our lives, God is an afterthought. You make a decision, you may pray about it, but you've already made your mind up. Hey, I'm gonna do this, God. Stop it if you don't want it to work. You know, you have to consult him and make sure everything you do in your life starts at that root, which is God. Very important. Be content being alone. There is nothing more satisfying than mastering the art of being alone. Needing company will lead you to invite any and everybody around you just for the sake of having company. If you can't stand the silence of your own thoughts, you got some healing to do, you got some things you need to work on. I'm not saying you should never want to hang out, because it's not good for us to be alone, but you should be so okay with being alone. That makes you so firm in the decisions and the things and the standards you set. I am okay with being alone because I'm not going to put myself in uncomfortable positions just for the sake of keeping somebody in my life. And you're never alone with God, but know that even in storms, God is working. Life is so full of ups and downs. If you're not going through something right now, then you will in a couple months. And it's nothing to be scared of, and it's nothing to be fearful of, because God is still working through it all. My roughest moments have taught me the most. They have taught me things that I know I needed, because I know if I didn't go through those things, I would not have the character that I got from those things. And it's very easy to be discouraged. The thing that keeps me sane is knowing if God is allowing it, it is for my good. It might break me down and rebuild me, but it's not just gonna leave me broken. I look at it as a challenge. Like, okay, I'm going through this, but I guarantee you, once I'm out of here, I'm gonna be transformed. He is with you in the storm. Taking accountability and healing. Now, girl, this is loaded. Everybody has things about them that were done to them due to the way they grew up that make them the way that they are. But you have to learn that you have to heal from the things that hurt you. You have to heal from the people that hurt you. You want to be a good participant in any relationships, jobs, environments that you're in, right? You have to heal. First, that starts with acknowledging it, right? You have to realize, I grew up in a place that fostered this kind of behavior. But you have to heal from that. You have to understand, hey, this is what it was, but this is who I want to be. And then you also have to take accountability, because now that you know that I may be this way because of what has happened to me, you also have to take accountability for any mess ups you make along the way. A lot of people are unhealed and are not taking accountability. So don't be that one. Never let anyone or anything take you out of your character. You are going to be provoked in some way at some point by somebody. Somebody's going to make you mad, somebody's going to irritate you, somebody's going to try you, but you have to have a sense of self and know this is the kind of person I am. I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. I think it's important to realize that no one should be able to have the power over you to get you out of your character, because now somebody else has gotten behavior out of you that you don't even condone yourself. Next, I'd say to find who you are away from everything and everyone else. When you sit in a room by yourself, no talking, no TV, no nothing, who are you? What is that person like? What does that person prefer to do? A lot of young people have group mentality. They do and like what those closest to them do and like. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that if you truly like that. But most people, when they sit by themselves and realize, I don't like doing that as much as I like riding a bike or watching the sunset or going to the beach. Some things you just don't know because you never sit and take the time to either do those things or to figure that out by yourself. So find who you are outside of everyone else. Set boundaries and stick to them. This tip right here is going to save you from a lot of bullcrap. All of the messy situations I've ever got in were because I did not stick to the boundaries that I set for others and also for yourself. If you say, I am not going to be with somebody who lies, and then the person you're with or talking to or whatever, they lied to you, you'll find every excuse in the book to let it slide. And then other things keep happening, keep happening, keep happening. And if you would have just listened and stuck to your boundaries when you said, I'm not gonna be with somebody who lies, you would have saved yourself from a lot of drama. If I say, I'm going to read every single day, and I don't do that for myself, you're not showing up for yourself. How can you show up for others if you can't even show up for yourself? Or worst case scenario, you show up for others constantly and you can't even show up for yourself. No bueno. My last topic, this one is the one I'm least knowledgeable at. It's something I still need to dibble and dabble in. So my first tip would be to start fostering money-saving habits. TikTok will get you. Do you hear me? TikTok will convince you that you need 50 million things and 50 million colors. You need to be okay with saying no to things. You need to be taking some money out of your paycheck and putting it towards saving. You should have an emergency fund. If your tire goes out, if your laptop breaks, you have an emergency fund. Are you putting money aside for that? Or even setting money aside to save for a goal? Are you spending all your money on food? Are you spending all your money on clothes? Do you know how to save? Do you know how much of your money should be going towards needs and wants versus necessities? Start thinking about these things and following through. Look into investing. I cannot give you much more than that sentence alone. I know they say the earlier the better, so there's that. Investing isn't really my thing. I'm really hoping somebody's gonna swoop in and help me with it because I know nothing about that stuff. But I'm just putting the little seed in y'all head. Invest, whatever that means. Limit your trendy purchases. This goes into what I said about TikTok. When I got my first job, I bought so many clothes that I only wore once. Some things I never even wore. They were just trendy items that I just wanted because I saw it. You know how many sunglasses I bought? I don't wear sunglasses. Now it seems like, oh no, like that's the style. I promise you it's gonna go out of style. Find some basics. Just find some basic tees. You know what I'm saying? The choices that you make now are indicative of the person you are going to become later. If you start forming money-saving habits now, you are going to be a 30-year-old with money-saving habits. If you are recklessly spending now, you are going to be a 30-year-old recklessly spending. Obviously, you can change from now to 30, but just know that the habits you are doing now are going to be what makes up your character later. Start these habits early so that by the time you're 30, you can flourish. I'm just using 30 as an arbitrary number. This has to do with more than financial though. Any habit you have emotionally, spiritually, socially, the decisions we're making now are making up who we're gonna be. So let's make them get. Thank you guys for watching. These are just some little tips that I've learned along the way. I could go in depth about almost all of these except the finances. Don't ask me about that. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.